it's too much sometimes. Mix the potion. Mix it up, girl, put it in motion. Are you burning or dying? There's no compromising. Make up your mind, we're running out of time. It's so hard to try, but it feels one-sided. Just make up your mind, lay it all on the line. Soft, beautiful.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Hey.
Hey. Welcome to another episode of Bae-Chan After Dark, number 74. Jesus Christ, 74 episodes. And going strong. How is everyone doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
Doing
Sorry,
good. You look good. You look good.
Retweeting us on the Twitter page because I'll be forgetting.
It's all right. I appreciate it. You know, we got to shout out the Bae-Chan After Dark Twitter page. Still around 600 followers and going strong.
600 is great.
600 is great.
First of all, it was not easy to get 600 followers when I first started Twitter. And I feel like I started like somewhere near the beginning because like I think I just hit one of my anniversaries on Twitter and it was like in the double digits. Like it might have said something around 12 years or something.
I would say we came a long way. I mean, but then again, we had 7 followers in January, so I think, you know,
it's the progress I love.
Skyrocket, yes. Gotta celebrate the progress when you can.
Love to see it.
Hi, for folks who are watching out here. As you see, we have a guest star at the Transit Mystic. Thank you for joining us today.
Tantric.
Thank you for having me.
What I say? That's not
Transit.
Thank you for having me. I'm feeling really excited to do this.
The
Tantric Mystic. The
Tantric
Mystic.
The
Say the whole thing.
Tantric.
Yeah.
Say the whole thing.
Cardi.
Tantric Mystic.
Tantric. You gotta know something about tantric. Tantric massages. Tantric sex.
Tantria. Yes.
I'm all about the tantric stuff. I was doing some I can't say it fast.
He's all about it. He's all about it.
You're running the same brands, and I'm wondering if there's something like, is there a thing going on the Twitter page I need to know about?
Where are you trying to get the trans from? Yeah, I don't know where you're getting.
I don't know. It's just if I try to say it fast, it comes out wrong. I was like space breath trick. I'm gonna try not to butcher it though. I don't think I'd be tongue tied on it, but clearly I am.
Tantric.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for joining us today, and we're going to talk about reason why you're here today and teach us and show us some things and let us know more about what you do, all that other good stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone else, introduce yourselves.
First.
You go first. Go ahead.
Me?
I see. Yeah, I see Royal on mute. So, and she's doing.
Well, what's up, everybody? Once again, it's your girl Lala. It's so random. Don't forget the Z. You can catch me on all social media platforms at Lala is so random. If the name's not there, neither am I.
There you go. Amazing Spider Cam.
Amazing Spider Cam here, aka with the AKA. Don't fucking coworkers protect your peace. That's when you say, Cardi, you missed your part. Now, are you giving in to not fucking your coworkers? I appreciate it. I turned you.
It's still debatable. I think it's still debatable.
We're converting them. You know, Blur Cartel follows on Facebook, IG, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok, Twitch. And for the last day of Black History Month, you gotta give Piccolo a nod for being a Black History Month legend. So, you know, we here.
And credit for being Black Father.
Yeah.
He raised that boy. Let's
raise
give
that
him
boy.
credit for that.
Father, but all right, we'll take it.
He had the first pair of Yeezys on. We're giving him a lot.
Yeah, there you go. And all right, hey Royal.
It has Soldier Boy stats.
I'm here.
Shout out
Be
to the
Royal
people.
Gem, your high queen is here. As always. I need to put my crown on so that I can stand out amongst the rest.
We gotta give her a crown prop for her to put on. So
I got my Princess Peach
we'll
crown somewhere. I'm gonna start wearing it everywhere.
There you go. Well, what are we eating today?
I'm having
Tantric Mr. Cat tangerine. So what you got?
What you having, Tantric?
She has clementine.
I had
A clementine. She had a clementine.
I have clementine and lavender chamomile tea.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
and I just got beer, so
I drunk all my tequila.
I had a flight of beer earlier. That was fun. I had that.
There she go.
All right. I feel like if you have Mystic in your name, you have like a on deck lavender teas and a whole bunch of type of tea bags.
You said what?
I feel like if your name has Mystic in it, you're gonna have all the lavender teas, all the jasmines. Like your cupboard is just full of just tea.
All the mystical herbs.
Yeah,
herbs and spices.
All the herbs and oils. Yeah, definitely. I love my tea. I'm a huge tea drinker. I've always been a tea drinker. And I like the different tea blends. I like loose tea. I like I'm not one of those girlies that's like, oh, you drink bad. Okay. But I don't care. I love it all. I love all the forms in which we can do tea and steep it and drink it. And I love it. So.
Is there tribalism in the tea drinking community?
Is there what now?
Is there tribalism in the tea drinking community?
There are parts of it, yeah.
Damn.
Because then you get into like mushrooms, like shroom teas and stuff, and other psychedelics. So.
I need to try that. Out of everyone here, I'm the one that takes shrooms, so I never had shroom tea.
A shroom tea?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, psychedelic tea.
Listen, I'm not trying to end up like Skeletor in that meme, Joe. He just sit up and down and just start laughing and shit. I'm not trying to be like Skeletor.
No, I heard good things about.
I went to a Pride event once, and we ended up going to these campgrounds with these girls after. And this one girl was just like, she was just so adamant on trying to give me this chocolate. And I'm just like, no, I don't want none. I have my drink, I'm fine. And then I find out later after she tried to give some chocolate to like 3 other people, and one person said yes, that the chocolate has shrooms in it. And I was like, oh, she was trying to get me.
She was plotting.
She was plotting hard. She really had some shroom chocolate.
She didn't want to be the only one to go on the trip.
But she wasn't telling nobody? That's weird.
Right.
No, okay, she was telling people, but she wasn't telling me. Nah. So I found out after somebody had took some, and I was like,
that's a violation.
That is a violation.
She was trying to get me, like.
We need that SVU. Dun dun.
Right.
I think everyone should at least try it just once. If at all, just once.
Okay, but in the middle of the woods at a campground with a whole bunch of girls you don't know, it's not the time to try it.
Nah, not a safe environment for that. No.
No, like situationally, no, that's not the time or the place. But it's like tripping in the woods is a nice experience. I love it.
Yeah, that does sound very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been real nice. I know everybody.
Shrooms like with edibles, like do you have to like take like a certain little very small amount if you're new to it? Like, does it matter how much you take?
Oh yeah, definitely. It does matter how much you take.
Because it definitely matters because like a microdose is way bigger than it has a different impact than like a larger dose. Like
in my experience, I had to take a lot to get anything like
how much was it?
So it's been on several different occasions. When I tried just a little what I would call a microdose or what I thought was a microdose, I had no effect at all. So I had to have like 5 or 6 like whole things for me to actually get the effect. And then as far as the chocolate, like it came in like 2 squares and each square had like 4 little triangles. I ate the whole thing before I was like, this is it right here. So I don't know if it's me.
Well, no, shrooms takes a while for like for you to even peak, and it's like a different type of high than like a weed high. So you won't have it doesn't like invoke the same type of high experience. Does that make sense? Like you can't, the way that you get lifted is different. So funny that we talking about this. I microdosed earlier today. So it's like a microdose for me is like a little pick me up. It's like a little happy pill for me instead of like the other stuff like pharmaceuticals. But like a microdose is a little just something like, okay, yeah, no depression today. Cool. Like I can do the things. Like I have a smile on my face. I can look at the trees and see the beauty.
No
I can look at
depression
the
today
clouds
is
and appreciate it. But like a bigger trip, like because like the biggest trip I have done to date is 5.5 grams.
Oh, I don't know how much I had.
And that was like, I feel like that was like God level in my mind. I know people that have gone much farther than that, but it was like when I did that, I was like, I'm dead, I'm back alive, I'm dead, I'm back alive, I'm dead. Like I was like, I got messages, y'all. I came back. But it's all about the people, you know, like and how you plan the trips and like we said, it can get very like. It can get really into the woo-woo, like with tripping and shrooms and all of that stuff and the psychedelics and how to like invoke different things during different trips, like using maybe the actual plant, then for one portion, then switching to chocolates for the next, then drinking a tea, and then like that can be a whole trip experience.
I feel like I probably could do it on pizza.
Pizza?
I can't eat regular mushrooms. I don't know how we'll be able to.
They don't taste like regular mushrooms either.
No,
they
it's
don't.
the consistency and the texture, though.
It's
not that consistency or texture at all. It's not at all. The thing though, I've realized they hurt my stomach. I get sick, so I have to not eat anything. I have to like fast before I have some.
You have to prepare yourself before a trip.
Yeah.
Like if you really trip,
small
like,
detox.
If you're gonna have a great trip, you gotta prepare your body for it.
Has anybody seen the TV show Yellow Jackets?
Yes.
I've heard of
the part where they was in the woods stripping.
Yep. But those poor little girls, they didn't even know what was happening. That was crazy.
Somebody knew.
So, I mean, the
one person knew.
Like you said, what almost happened to you? She was on some Yellow Jacket type shit.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, she just trying to get you up out of here.
Microdosing never worked out for me. I take 7 grams a trip every time, and even that's not doing much for me anymore. I might have to bump it up.
How much did you do, Zach?
7.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm really big too, but you know, the first couple of times, like, okay, it's great, and now it's like wearing off. It's like I got to get a stronger and stronger dose. And I try microdosing and bringing me back, but it doesn't seem like the climb isn't the same.
No, you trying to be Charlie Sheen of mushrooms? Smoking 7 gram rocks.
It's not really a lot though. 7 grams ain't really a lot.
No,
like it's in powder form. Mine's in powder form, so it's like really nothing. Yeah, but I love fucking shrooms. It was the best high I ever had.
Maybe a blur kind we get.
You have sex while on shrooms.
Yeah.
You said what?
I was asking if he had sex while he was on shrooms because he said
of course I did.
High he ever had.
Yeah, it was amazing, but at the same time, it was weird because we both couldn't have an orgasm.
Oh,
it was
no.
like, Yeah, but it was like at the same time, it's like imagine this glass and everything is like at the water's at the brim. It's over the brim, but it's not yet spilling over. So that limbo of hey, it's you feel it right there, but it never overflows.
I
It's like super edging and it's like crazy and you get mad, but at the same time you kind of sit back and enjoy it because everything you do feels just like that every time. So it was like really weird, but it was fun as fuck though, and I couldn't stop laughing the whole entire time. Amazing.
Nice.
So I'll definitely bring some down for BlurCon though. We'll see who wants to partake and step on the wild side for things. Don't be shy.
I'll think about it.
Don't be shy. It'd be a nice, safe environment for all of us, and we'll just have snacks and a whole bunch of water.
Yes.
And it doesn't last long. It's like maybe 2 hours, 3 hours max.
I mean,
Yeah,
if I had to choose between the shrooms and
That
the
has
ecstasy,
never been my
I'm
experience.
probably going to choose the ecstasy though, because
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
if you
have a
take
lot.
7 grams, then yeah, it might be like, hey, that long. But if it's less than that, then I'm assuming it'd be an hour. I mean, when I took it, it lasted about 2 hours.
I'm gonna let it
I'll
hit the
take some
X.
with you.
Oh
You said an
God.
hour? I've never heard of a trip that lasted only an hour.
I mean, I guess if you take a small dose, I would assume it would be like an hour if you're
Even
microdosing.
it's more dose. I've never even heard of an hour. It usually is like
Mine's usually
I've
2
heard
or 3.
12 hours.
Like,
Yeah, I had like 12 hours. I don't know if I had a lot of that.
That's when
like
like
the 3 to 6
rooms
was
that
in
it'd be
my
like,
bed.
I was high for
6 to 8.
days, and I'll be like, I don't
12
want
hours
that.
for what?
Yeah,
That's
it's a long
DMT.
time.
That's like some hard raw shit.
Oh, DMT is.
If you do DMT, that would be an
DMT,
all
that's
day
a quick
thing.
one because you go there and then you come back.
Oh yeah, I mean you snap back like there's no like grogginess or nothing. Like you're there, you're tripping your fucking balls out, and then when you snap a finger, you're back to reality.
I don't.
But it can last like
an hour?
6 to 12 hours though.
I want my high to be grand open and grand closing. I don't want to be high too long. She's talking 12 hours high. Just like, no, get me off this ride. Call the army, call
No,
the
it's
Navy.
a cool ride to be on. I ain't gonna lie. It was quite
If I'm
enjoyable.
enjoying the ride the whole 12 hours,
I was
I was-
enjoying the ride the whole time.
as
It was
soon as I
like,
get tired of it, I'm gonna be like, yo, this is not cool.
I
That's why
legit say it's groovy.
I had the hardest time getting into like weed for like ever because I was just like, I don't like the feeling of being high. Like I could be drunk all day, but high, I'm like, no, I don't like this.
You don't like
Too vulnerable.
But
What-
now,
what don't you like
now
about
I'm a
it?
little bit better at it because I went off with being crossfaded. So like I'm everybody knows me. I'm like, oh, I only smoke when I drink. Like, but now I feel like I could probably like be high and be okay without being drunk as long as it's the right strain. Like I'm better with sativas than I am with indicas. Like
All right, it's a start.
That's fine.
Not bad. I mean,
about yourself, yeah.
She ain't smoking that Zaza.
No.
right.
Keep it away. Keep it away. Keep it away.
Oh,
I don't even know what salsa is.
Just know you don't want it yet. You ain't at that level
Yeah,
for the
that's
Okay, I'm good. I'm cool.
Smoke that
Roy
Reggie
can probably
Giga.
handle that.
I'll just let my babe shotgun me.
Yes. Enjoy it that way. That's so much fun.
That's how I get the highest quick when smoking weed.
I'll get
Like a
high from,
shotgun?
like boxing with somebody.
I can smoke an
Yeah, I
ounce
don't hit the blend at all. I'm just
and
sitting there.
be
And I'm
fine, but I get shotgun just one little thing. I'm just out of this fucking world, man.
So let me ask y'all, how do y'all shotgun? Because I learned a new way, and I thought that my whole life I've been doing it the wrong way.
Ooh, tell me. Yeah, tell me.
Okay, which way is
So
the wrong way? Which way is the right
I
way?
thought is that someone takes a hit and then they turn around and they blow it into your mouth, right?
Yeah.
But the way that I was told I was doing it wrong, they wanted me to take a hit myself while they were blowing on the other end.
Yep, I know.
Yeah, that's that way.
Okay, I was like, "Oh,
That's
That hits harder.
That's something. It's called something else. There's another name for that.
I don't think that's a shotgun though. Like that's got to be something else.
There's another name for it, but I know
some
what you're
Negro
talking about.
technology right
Was
here.
it ashing? Was it ashing? I don't know. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, I was not prepared for that. I was like, wait a minute, what are you doing to me? This is.
Yeah.
No, I definitely could
Yeah,
not.
I didn't
that's what
consent
that's
to
what
this.
Ty does. It hits harder.
Oh, yes, it
So you
does.
put
It
the
was,
other end
I
in your
wasn't
mouth
ready.
and then you blow, and something with the vortex and the weed and whatever
Oh,
hits, it just.
But
It
the
takes
normal
everything.
shotgun is you take a hit, breathe it in, and then you blow it in the person's mouth.
Hey girl, the shotgun queen right there. She'll get you high.
that nickname is
Oh,
wild.
I love a good high. I can't like really get in on this because I smoke a lot of weed. I love smoking weed.
Yeah, it's Negro technology.
Yes, Negro technology.
Nickel technology.
Why am I not seeing the comment?
I definitely like smoking a lot of weed.
All right. I'm glad that's something we can all agree on. Base weed is great. Weed is love.
Weed is love.
It's something.
All right. It's something with a.
I love a good shotgun though. Shotguns are sexy.
They are. They do. They just something about them. I don't know.
It just gives you a good reason to touch some lips. I'm all for that.
It's also a level of trust.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm not letting nobody blow
Hey,
no
kitty.
regular air in my vicinity. Don't blow.
Let alone my mouth. Like
In my mouth. That's a level of trust.
yes, very much so.
It
They
started
get you
because because my homegirl was like, "Bitch, you're not hitting the blunt right. You're gonna waste that." She was like, "Here, I got you."
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Friend that
Yeah,
cares.
so it was a loving thing.
I don't. My friends know not to let me have a blunt. I'm gonna waste it. Like,
Oh no.
Damn.
So other than weed and other paraphernalia, tell us more about yourself.
Yeah, sure. So I am a Shibari artist, pleasure artivist, Afrofuturist, and yeah, just a huge blerd. I love anime. I love films, movies, all the things, shorts. Just a huge fan of the arts in general. And creating art and just being inspired by other people's art. And something that I like really enjoy doing now that's like a newer part of I want to say like my evolution is performance, like performing my like Shibari in public and like my impact play, just being like bringing that performance to life and like having like a cosplay element to it. It's been real fun and cute, and people seem to really enjoy it, and I love it.
What about the Shibari art that has you all in love with it?
I was saying the Shibari performance art with like cosplaying, like that's what I'm really loving right now. But are you saying what do I love about Shibari just in period?
Yeah, in general.
I love that it gives me a way to hold myself when nobody else is around me. I've been like living like not with a partner for 6+ years now. So when I first became like uncoupled, I was like really touch deprived because like touch is a major love language for me. And I also had like an interest in Shibari and wanted to explore that and figure out what that would look like for myself. So I found like a consultant in the States that was like in California. And I met up with her virtually and was able to like just talk to her about like what my interest was and how I wanted to do Shibari. And she was saying, yeah, you would really benefit from that because like with your anxiety and all the other stuff you got going on, I ain't gonna get too deep in my shit now. But with my anxiety, like that, when I do Shibari, it's gonna give that sensation of being swaddled, like when a baby is swaddled. The same endorphins that are released in the brain is gonna happen for me. And like just not suggested, but told me like practice by yourself for a while before you bring anybody into this. So Shibari was a way I learned how to be intimate with myself. And that has a very special place in my heart for where I am in my journey, even though I have like many more tools now, but Shibari will always have that special place because it's where I learned how to be intimate with myself.
Oh, I love that.
I love that, especially the solo journey of it all. Because, like, when you said you've been uncoupled for 6 years now, and I was like, yo, I was single for 12 whole years. And people were like, how you do that?
Oh, hey. But yeah, it's exactly. It's like how you do this, but it's like you do it. You get through. These streets are scary, but you get through.
Honestly, I feel like I don't trust people who don't know how to be single.
Yeah.
True.
That.
True. I don't either. I think like they have a lot of. Let me not project. I feel like in my experience, when I went through that phase of being like in a relationship, then out of a relationship, then immediately in a relationship again, like within 3 months of each other, I was running from something within myself that I wasn't ready to face. And each person that I was like dating was just the same person in a different phase, like just a different thing, same thing. But when I just like stopped running, was able to unpack a lot of stuff and really work. So that's why when you say that's how I'm like, oh, you're running, and that's a red flag to me.
That's a red flag. It's
Definitely. You gotta learn how to date yourself. I always say that. If you can find yourself in a space where you're okay and like, hey, I am my own best company right now, then you're in a good spot to say, hey, let's kind of venture out. But if you're by yourself and you're constantly needing attention from other sources, not even people, but just from other sources.
I stand to be alone with myself. I don't know how I would expect anyone else to stand to be around me. So I had to really go through some self-love in my journey of being alone. So shout out to you.
I have a question now with the cosplay element. So what are you cosplaying as? Like, do you have like nice little like Sakura outfit that you throw on? Like, what we dressing up as?
So like one of the first ones, like fan favorite, is like this Catwoman. That I have a mask, and I wear like this black latex bodysuit, you know, and sometimes fishnets, sometimes not. But that's a fan favorite, I've been told.
That sounds like you would be a fan favorite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's fun. You know, I get to channel my Halle Berry for a second. So it's fun.
Are we talking Halle Berry, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Hathaway?
Hear me out. What's his name from My Hero? Mr. Zhao, the teacher that's always sleep?
The one that's always sleep, the one that's wrapped up.
I think that would be so cute.
Ooh, you're right. That would be fire. So you know what I did? Who I did do from My Hero? What's her face with the bunny? I'm sorry, I can't think of her name.
Oh, Miroku.
I did Miroku for Easter last year.
Oh,
it was fun. I have some reels up. You guys should see it. They're fun. But that's a fun one I've done. And all of this is like the crossover between like Shibari and cosplay was not me. There's a creator on Instagram. She's a black woman, or black femme, let me say. She's a black femme on Instagram. I can't think of her app, but I'll send it to y'all later. And she did this like May the 4th be with you a couple of years ago. And it was like this suspension. She was like suspended and she had like a stormtrooper mask on. I was dead. I was like, yeah, we on that. I'm like, yep, you woke something up in me, girl. I see you. I see you. Yeah, so that's what I started. I was like, I want to do that too. I want to incorporate that too. And that's when I started incorporating that. But and then this, have y'all watched Sherman's Showcase on Hulu? Has anybody seen
I've seen a couple episodes. I've seen a couple episodes.
You've seen a couple of episodes? They had like, did you see the one with like Frederick Douglass and he had the He-Man? The He-Man?
Possibly.
Superhero doll.
The show's all over the place sometimes.
That show's all over the place.
I can't keep up.
Oh, you can't? I love it. But there's like this spoof of a superhero in it, and I feel like that's the best way I could describe my other costume that I do. It's like the female version of that. It's kind of funny. I have an Indinka on my stomach. It's a red bodysuit, and I have like these red thigh-high. It's a red bodysuit, green neon thigh-high boots.
I feel like we missed the opportunity to get some photos. We could have put them up right here.
Yes.
The opposite of He-Man is She-Woman.
Yes.
So we missed the opportunity to get some photos up here.
I brought that out for.
Definitely good to have some photos. Fuck sure. So how long have you been doing the whole Shibari thing?
6 years.
6 years. So you're deep in the game.
I feel like a sophomore. I don't want to say I'm deep. There's people who like more seasoned, but I want to say I'm like a sophomore.
Sophomore? All right, because I recently started myself.
She got the adobo season of where she's at right now. She ain't in the upper
She was
echelon.
seasoned by the ancestors. What you mean?
There you go.
You're not
That's
seasoned by
good.
the
Hey, that's good enough.
Oh.
More than me.
Oh no, you
Definitely more
you
than
salt pepper. That's it. You know what I mean? But you just
I'm just salt. I'm just table salt right now.
you just table salt.
Exactly,
You're not even sea salt.
Yeah, I mean, I literally just started maybe a couple months ago. I don't do it as much, but
Oh, you did?
yeah, I started. I got my rope right here.
Oh, you do? Look at you. Okay.
Yes, I got a couple bundles of rope.
She
I've worked on
look
a
at your
couple of
baby rope.
designs.
Look at your baby rope over there.
Yeah, my
You
little
got.
baby
Your
rope.
baby rope. Oh,
Look at
it's
the
so
baby rope right
cute.
there.
I be trying to let my partner and like in cute little designs and stuff. It's hard though because I got big hands, so like getting knots and stuff out is like kind of difficult. But I be working on it. But I just
do
like
have a
YouTube
You just gotta
everything.
slow down. Just slow down. You don't gotta move too fast.
Right, and that's what I was thinking. Maybe
you
I moved way too fast, and I say if any one of us would wanted to start doing Shibari, where would you want to start? Where do we start? Because I just jumped in and went to YouTube and like, all right, girl, come here. I'm gonna just tie your ass up and just see what
Well,
happens.
Shameless plug time. Shameless plug time now. So there's a kink house collective in Chicago called the House of Black. They're the Kinky Black House on Instagram. I'm going to be doing a 6-month introduction into Shibari course with them for BIPOC, so Black, Indigenous, people of color only. So it's for house members, non-house members. You can come to any of those sessions, like come to any of them, come to one, come to all, whatever, $15 per session. And it's going to be intro to intermediate. So I'm going to be showing how to do that. And I'm going to be giving like homework assignments.
I'm all the way in Los
What?
Angeles.
Oh,
Is there
word.
any
It's
other?
on Zoom. It's virtual.
Ooh.
It's on Zoom.
It's
All right.
virtual Zoom.
It's virtual. It's on
Zoom.
Zoom. It's virtual, so you can. It's virtual, so like I said, it'll be every second Wednesday of the month, for the next 6 months. So that's my shameless plug. If like you really
Not
serious
at all.
about it and you want to have like that one,
The House of Black, you said?
yeah.
So are you going to be
I'll send
teaching
all
like
you guys as well. I'll make
coupled
sure.
or solo?
What's that?
Are you going to be teaching like coupled or solo?
I'm going to be. It's for self-tie. So
Okay.
it's how to, because like I said, I was told, and I always do this in my practice, you should never do to somebody else what you haven't done to yourself, for a couple of reasons. To know what it feels like, you should always know what it feels like. As a dom, as a top, as a rigger, you should know what sensations you're giving your bottom in every type of way. So that like, you know what you're doing. You know exactly, you're very self-aware of what you're doing. So knowing what you're doing, being safe about it. Like if you notice that when you practice even on yourself, you go too tight, you're going to do that to another person because you can't even be aware that you're cutting off your own breath. So you're definitely going to do that to somebody else. So it gives you time to reflect and assess yourself in real time and be a real practice partner for yourself. And like build that connection with the ropes, learn the ropes in a real intimate, literally learn the ropes like in an intimate way. How do these ropes feel in my hand? Do I like these ropes? Are these a good rope? Are these good ropes for me? Should I use them with different material? Are there like what other materials out there? Is this a good length for me? Should I work with something longer, shorter, thicker, wider? I can go on, but it should begin with you every time. So we're doing self-tie. And of course, everything you learn, it will be applicable to other bodies because once you did it with yourself, you could do it to another body. So that's what it's like, the offering that I want to give you. But yeah, so before I tied anybody else up, I definitely did it to myself first, and I like reached out to a professional to get some consultation on how to do that safely, even with myself. So that's what I always tell everybody, like if that's what they're interested in, is to talk to somebody who has like experience in it in some form, is an ethical practice of it, like does this with people who like honor boundaries, honor consent, know what a vetting process is, all that jazz, like somebody who has the things together, all the green flags, if you will. And then, if you want to continue to work with them, you can. But if you want to work independently and solo, you can, because that's how I did. I had that first touch and everything. And then I went to, I have a YouTube playlist. I have a YouTube playlist of tutorials that I built over the years. So there's nothing wrong with using YouTube tutorials, but I think you should definitely talk to somebody before you do that.
Yeah, don't be like me because I just dove right into YouTube and was like, okay, this goes this way, they wrap around. I didn't even start. I just dove right in. But I should definitely start with self tying first. But the thing is, like, I'm thinking to myself, self tying. How do I self tie myself if I need both hands?
Yeah.
So you would just what start with like a leg, or just what do you do personally? Let's say that gives you that swaddle comfort if you're doing it by
So,
yourself.
so the first thing I ever did was like a wrist. I did like little something on my wrist. And then I'll just like do things like on my arms and on my legs and on my ankles. Like my wrists, my arms, and my ankles was what I was practicing with at first. And then I moved to like the trunk of my body and started doing like full body knots, like knots from like my neck to like the trunk of my body, like to my butt. So all the way down there, like the full trunk of it. So I started doing those types of knots. And mhm. And then like hip ties, different things. Started doing different things that weren't constrictive of my arms. Because also, if you're a rigger and you're building a relationship with somebody, you shouldn't be constricting their arms. You should know enough knots that you shouldn't have to constrict them. Like they should be
Mm,
able to move because you're building trust with them. And how am I going to trust you if like right off the bat I can't even move my limbs? So I never, even when people request like hog ties originally, I'm like, no, I won't do that to you. I want you to like get comfortable in ropes and see what ropes feel like on the body. Because also
mm,
some people, some rope bunnies are always going to be rope bunnies. Like they'll never tie themselves. They'll just
right.
want to be tied. There's definitely humans out there that just want to be tied and don't have any interest in learning how to do it themselves. So that's why it's so important that riggers have that knowledge and that skill already within themselves, um, to know that that's not safe practice for you as a rope bunny to just be telling me immediately to hog tie you on the first session. That's not safe for you, So being able to be like, if you want to feel something like around your wrist, we can do a bind down your arm and you can see what that feels like, and like a cast, see what that feels like.
Mm,
Have one arm like where you can't move it, just to give the feel of like what it feels like, what restriction feels like. And also being like trauma informed, you don't know what you don't know. So if somebody has like some pre-existing trauma in their past and you constrict them and they go into
whole
some type of
episode.
state, they can sue your ass.
Okay. Okay.
So,
We'll be liable for that.
or once they get free, they can wall up on you. Like there can be serious consequences to triggering people, is what I'm trying to say. So you shouldn't, and like I said, you don't know what you don't know. If you don't have that intimate knowledge of somebody, you wouldn't know that you triggered them. So I just like try to move as trauma informed as possible and as ethical as possible in the practices that I do. So it's like I don't really do like constrictive ties that much unless it's with a rope bunny that I have built a trusting relationship with and they genuinely want that like a part of their little kinky fantasy.
That's my kink. That's my kink.
Yeah, rope bunny.
I do have a question though. Like, do you teeter on one side over the other? Like, are you more rigger or rope bunny, or are you just like right in the middle?
Oh, that's good. I don't know.
It sounds like both.
I'm like, because like part of me is like 60-40 and then others like, no, it's 50-50. And it's like, no, it's 60-40 because I think maybe it is 60-40. I'm 60% rigger, 40% bunny. I love the pleasure people get when I tie them, like when they see themselves or when they feel themselves, and then they be like, well, I'm gonna take some pictures, I'm gonna take a video, and they just like, I love it. And that makes me feel so good because I feel like I can like give them what I see of them. Like, now you got my perspective, you bitch. This is what I think of your body. It's gorgeous, and I added art to it to embellish the beauty. Like, and then I love that. So that's why it's 60-40. But I also love like the ability of like absolute surrender as a bunny.
She kind of melted, like just saying, like, yeah, when I just
because like
surrender.
I feel like with the bunny thing, there is like so much trust that you have to have in your rigor, like in your
Yeah.
partner in general. And I think that's where I struggle, is because I know that I like, restriction, and I know I like being tied up, but I don't necessarily have that trust in people to tie me up.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's also what I enjoy about doing in my work, is like helping people identify where their kink begins and like where their fantasies are, because a fantasy is a goal to me. Like, oh, that's achievable. We can work towards that, bitch. Like, we can get there. You might not be here right now, but I know it's in the future. Like, I can work there, and I like to give people like milestones that they can aim for so that they can know how to get to that goal, because it's definitely attainable, and that's a real thing, to know that in yourself at this moment you don't have a trusting relationship with a rigger. So like, for example, I just want to, like, just for the instance of whatever, just like to model what like the type of work that I do, like in a one-on-one type setting. Is that cool with you? Okay, so like you said, you want, like, you have a fantasy of being tied up, right? Like in a knot that would like bind you, that you couldn't move, like that would restrict movement.
That's a man.
If you don't want to answer, it's cool. But just for, if you don't answer, but like for the stretch of imagination, I would say find a rigger that you feel comfortable with, like in your area, or like that you see in your area has a community around themselves, and like other people that are like that they actively work with or whatever. And if like if you're like interested in their work, you like how they move or whatever, just see how, whatever the process it is to like get in contact with them, and set up, like a consultation, see what their rates are, and have like that meeting, have like some questions you want to ask them, like to help you better have an understanding of what they do and their experience and how they navigate, and let it kind of shake from there. But I would say, like, as you like interview riggers, just to kind of take it on like you would dating or an interview, like that kind of similar mindset. And also, if it's something that you have, like, you want to share with an intimate partner, that's also can be a part of that rigor journey. It's like talking to your partner about this, like, hey, this is something that I'm curious about and I would like to explore in whatever way that you feel is best.
I feel like ideally me and my partner would go to together, so that I can feel like I could feel insurance that he's learning what I like, and then I feel like I would have more trust if I saw what they were learning.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, go together, have that meeting, like, but bring it, like, have that conversation with him if he's cool with it. Because I've also worked with couples too. That's my favorite people to work with, y'all, is couples and women. Men are weird. No offense to y'all, but coupled men are fine. I don't know how it works, but single men are weird clients. Couple people, they cool. But yeah, I've also had couple clients where I taught the husband how to tie, or I taught whatever person how to tie, and most of the time the husband though. And
that's what I'm gonna need.
That's kind of the thing. But it's like I just say, like, identify that what you have, talk to your person about it, find somebody that you feel comfortable working with it, and get to that goal, because you could do it, girl. It's just a goal.
Can you be my rigor Sherpa?
What's that?
Can you be my rigor Sherpa?
Yeah.
Because I never thought about, like, maybe I need to look outside for help. Like, we have to interview with riggers. Like, this is a job. Like,
I
this is an actual job.
I was going to say,
I feel like we should all go to a class together.
I would, if y'all popped in, I would be so happy. I would shout y'all out. I'll be so happy. Because it's gonna be like on Zoom, y'all. So
I need the information. I'm really interested.
Let me send it to you. I'll send it to you.
I'll put the houseofblack.com in the comments for y'all wanting to check out their website.
Oh, that's what it is, the houseofblack.com?
Yeah, I looked it up. And cool. They also have affiliates, and their facility looks really nice.
Because I didn't even realize that I could do it on myself. I just only had the me.
But to do to myself.
Yeah, I would like that, I think.
To tie yourself?
Yeah, because I only have me. I don't have anyone to tie me. And so
Yes.
I didn't know that I could do it on myself. I thought I would have to find somebody. But if I could learn
Right.
knots on myself, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick, I did have a question. Would you
guys like a little demo while we finished up, and like I could talk and tie?
I would love a demo. Actually, I got my rope right here. I would just follow you.
All right,
let's tie myself up for the fans.
Session. All right, I'm going to cut the camera for 1 second to reset so that you guys can see me do this. I'm probably gonna work with my leg. I'm also, so vulnerable moment. I'm doing a real zoom thing where like only up here is like decent, and then like below the waist is looking kind of crazy. So I'm gonna cut the camera. I'm gonna reset, and we're gonna talk.
Do what you gotta do. I'm gonna prepare my rope. Y'all got rope? Y'all should own some rope by now.
Stop it.
I think everyone should just have their own pair of rope. You never know you'll need it for just not for yourself. Just tie something up in the house, or
You know what?
Home alone status. Like you gotta have some type of rope.
I know that it's not near me where I'm at right now, and I don't feel like going to go get it. So
that's.
I wish I could give you my actual bundles of rope right now. Like, hey, rope and duct tape was like things you need in a household at all times.
You said rope and duct tape?
Yeah, like
that's true. Those aren't survival
essentials.
Those are survival.
Definitely survival items. Give me rope and duct tape any day of the week.
Like if you were lost, if you were stranded on the island and you had 3 items, those are 2.
Hey, Anthony, I'm telling you, man, you gotta be ready with the king stuff. Get your rope.
Oh, don't you shame us.
I know, don't be shaming now.
It's all right. You still got time. I'm gonna join the Zoom class. I'm gonna sign up for that, and I'm not try to choke myself on air. Just
We're gonna do something.
Pay attention to follow directions.
I'm gonna be using my leg, so I don't know if you're gonna be able to pull your leg up on screen.
Oh yeah, I don't think we can. I think I can get away with it. I think we won't get a Facebook ban showing some man legs. I just got a pedicure today too.
Oh,
I know. I should show off my feet. Yeah, girl, I got me a pedi the other day.
Can we see my leg?
Yes.
We can see the leg.
See the leg. All right. Wonderful.
Put my leg up. Just.
So I use cotton. I use a cotton bling rope.
I got a polyester, I think. I don't know what it is, but it's thick. Like it's better if I just take off my pants. But I don't think I can get away with that.
You ain't got no shorts, Cardi.
I got shorts. The shorts. No, the Hoochie Daddy shorts. No, we did an episode on that. We agreed that I wasn't gonna be wearing those Hoochie Daddies.
So I just folded it in half.
It's purple.
It's purple. I love purple.
My favorite color.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm just gonna do like a binding.
No,
like just kind of lock it on my ankle. Can you guys see my ankle?
All right, we're locking it on the ankle.
I'm giving away feet for free, y'all. Oh my goodness.
See?
Right.
Feet for free. People pay good money for those feet.
Listen.
Royal.
Okay.
Royal.
Oh, I started my OnlyFans for my feet.
Yay!
We gotta promote that.
Yeah,
you
do. Okay, so I looped it like I laced it like a shoe. And I'm tightening it around my ankle.
You lace it like a shoe.
My ankle 3 times. 1, 2, 3.
I wish I had a rope right now.
And then here we go. Now we're gonna do, because this is I'm gonna do something that's restrictive. So because we were talking about restrictive
That's tight.
things. I'm also gonna use a pillow because I'm kind of getting a little older, so I need support on my back. Okay, here we go.
Should we have like safety scissors?
Yes. Do you have your safety scissors? Do you have your safety scissors? You always have your scissors by hand. If you were
not prepared.
I have a safety kunai.
No,
that is not safe.
Is that
That's
is
not
that enough
safe
to
at
push
all.
you out in case of you get tied up?
Yes, it is.
All right.
He'll just
Boom.
call.
Your
He'll
safety's
just
work
call
too now.
Ty. He'll just call for help. She's watching.
Yeah, I'm
She's
watching. So we're
She'll just
wrapping
come
it
break
around.
through the room with the scissors.
Right.
So we have the like the rope. We're taking it from like the ankle, and we're wrapping it around the thigh, and we're going from like the back of the thigh, the side of that. I'm just call this the back to the front. That's facing the camera.
All right, so behind, over the thigh.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you're gonna do it again. Kind of like when you like wrap up meat. Like, have you ever like tied meat up like with like?
Oh, I messed up.
And you had like twine in them, like that kind of just like that. Because that's kind of my leg. I feel like it looks like.
Oh my god! I should stretch before this. Jesus.
You should. You should always stretch before rope. I'm doing this because I just want to show you. All right, so you should wrap it around 3 times, and then once you get to the 3rd time, wrap it around like 4 times, like a 4th time semi.
Your knee and your thigh, Cardi.
Yeah, your knee and your thigh.
Oh
yeah,
my god.
You got it. 2 more times.
Okay. This is hard, guys.
Two things don't look the same.
I'm running out of rope.
Because you wrapped it around your thigh like twice before you.
But I have really thick thighs.
You also
thick
have
thighs
really
stay
thick
alive.
thighs. So this is a moderation. I'm going to show you modification. And if you can't do the 3, you can do 2. So you can wrap it around like 1, 2.
All right, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the 2.
So you have 1. You say have 1 and have 2.
I'm gonna go back.
The third. I do like half a third, and now it's like crossed.
Tight and then around. 1. All right, I can get 1 done.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I look like a sexy bitch.
Yes, and then you take you cross it. You make it go like a diagonal across the calf, a calf from the thigh. So like from your calf downward, it should be a downward diagonal. You see, you got that. And then this is when you test how tight you got it, because it's like you should be able to fit like a finger under your rope, because you're gonna need to. You put your finger under your rope, and you pull that rope that you have wrapped across the diagonal, pull it up under.
Okay.
That.
I'll pull it through.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at the side right there. Shit.
Yeah. So then I keep falling, guys.
Oh. Circulation.
All right. So then you are gonna take this rope that you just pulled up from under, and you're gonna wrap it across the top of the rope, like so that rope you're gonna take it under and you're gonna wrap over. So up under and over.
Under and over. Over.
Up under and over. And then we're gonna.
I feel like we should have made her the big screen, and we should do little screens watching.
Wait, hold on. I can do it.
Should have been the big screen.
I'm sorry. You have. Wait, not me. Not me. We don't want me.
This is perfect.
Hold on. Slow switch. Oh, there we go.
Oh my god, that was funny. Okay, here. So you guys see how I'm gonna replicate everything I just did because it's clear now. I can see myself.
All right,
okay,
good.
So,
restart because I want to start from fresh too.
All right.
I should get some shorts.
Yeah. Take a breather. Whoop.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Okay. So we wrap it around.
The mirror's getting hot in here.
It is getting hot in here. You're not wrong.
All right.
We're wrapping it from the calf to the thigh. Around.
Wait. Oh shit. We wasn't starting from start fresh.
Well, I'm starting fresh because I'm clear again. I'm in the clamor, so I don't want to start fresh.
All right. So it was around the ankles 3 times, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Around the ankles 3 times. 1, 2, 3.
Why don't you just take notes? That would be great.
Oh, we doing this live.
And then around
Rewatch on YouTube when the show's over.
Yeah, then from calf to thigh, you're wrapping it around 1, 2, 3. Stop here. You create this diagonal from your knee going down to like the hip. You see? And this is when you check how tight you got it, because you should be able to fit like 2 fingers under, right? This diagonal that you have going over that top row, you're gonna now pull under. Okay? Pull. Pull.
Cardi saw step 1.
Hey, look, this is harder than it looks.
And then you can wrap it across.
It looks hard. It doesn't look easy.
But it looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It is so pretty.
And then you just and you pull it through. You can watch this, but I'm not really I don't teach too much, but I wanted to just show you like a little bit of what it would look like. Because what I did there, I'm just duplicating now. Under.
Oh, I know LaJonta is enjoying this.
And then we.
Oh, my cross isn't right where I want it to be.
And also, this is your first time. This is like one of my go-to knots. I do this.
Yeah, this is definitely my first time tying myself. I always tie somebody else.
Yeah, so that's also gonna be a different experience. And you should always stretch before you tie yourself. You should drink water. You should do something like to get in your body.
Hindsight.
Mm-hmm. But what I did on this side, I'm now just duplicating on the inner side, the front.
Thing is, I need that knot. So I know, like, this.
She's doing it right now.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm doing it right now. So what I did going down, I'm just doing now going up. So just. Well, when you do Shibari, you should definitely be in the practice of some type of full body movement, like yoga or stretching, Pilates. I don't know, some type of movement with your body. But this is just like something I wanted to show you guys real quick, like a restrictive knot.
I love it.
Me too.
It's like, as you see, you can't stick your leg out like this looks like it's civil, but just can't.
All right, guys. Don't do what I did.
It's like this.
Trust me, it's still tight though. It just don't look like that.
But
he can't move, and that was the point.
It's your first knot on yourself, so first time doing this type of knot, so you can't be too hard on you. But that's also what you get for talking all that stuff to everybody about not having rope.
Yeah. Well, I'm the only one now looking. Congratulations, I played myself.
All right, but yeah, that's what I wanted to show y'all.
Yay!
Yeah, I mean, that look cute right there, though. That look like something.
So, like,
we got comments.
Where do I get rope
from? Person is a little tied up right now.
Like, I shouldn't just go to Home Depot, right? I should go somewhere else.
I use Agreeable Agony. Agreeable Agony, they're on.
Agreeable Agony.
They have like an Etsy, but they also have like a website, the agreeableagony.com. They ship everywhere in the States and Canada, like within 7 to 10 days too, y'all. They really good.
I mean, I got mine off of Amazon. I know it's not the best quality. I'm looking at your threaded rope, and mine is not definitely.
Yeah, yours looks so soft. It looks soft. I want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at hers. See how threaded it
your
is.
nails are nice.
Oh, thanks. It's my Black History Month nails.
Hey, that's right. No, that's right.
Yeah.
My nails all messed up now.
Also, another thing I love. Okay, so what I like about being a rope bunny is the marks. I don't know. If
the marks.
The marks.
Yeah, like the marks.
The imprints.
Are my favorite. I love
Give
giving
me my
myself
demarcation. Give me my demarcation. I got a lot of skin, so we be making a lot of marks. I make a lot of marks.
So I was also you mentioned in the beginning of the show that you were into future was it aphoristic
Afrofuturism.
Afrofuturism. Exactly what is that?
Afrofuturism is like the technology or the system and the belief that like there are other futures for Black people to create that only Black people specifically can create, and it's like explored through it's explored creatively through like different artistic forms and media. Good Afrofuturism, like Afrofuturistic artists that I think of like immediately is like Sun Ra, and like kind of like how his presence and how he moved, kind of just like the funkadelic, like the everything kind of like that, like just this kind of like knowing of how to utilize ancient African technologies, but like with the hope of building a new Black future that would get us liberated.
That sounds nice. It's not like Wakanda, but different.
I mean, it is Wakanda, but they had the intergalactic Wakanda that's they took over when T'Challa took over like 4 intergalactic just planets just doing shit. So I mean, it's kind of like that.
There have been like in the newer Black Panther, there have been like African futurists that have like written and been a part of it, but I mean, I have feelings about like whether Black Panther like fits completely within that. I know there's a lot of people who think it is because of like the impact it has, and basically what it is like reimagining Blackness and reimagining Black futures and that type of stuff. Like, what if there was a place, you know, like untouched by colonization, that type of thing. So that aspect of it is Afrofuturism, because it's using the imagination to imagine a world where white people didn't fuck us all up, you know. Well, but and not
harmony.
And it doesn't even explore that completely, you know. It doesn't even explore that completely. It doesn't even explore that completely because they still have him like helping white people all the time.
White people be fucking up the vibes since forever.
Yeah, so it kind of.
I do like the art though. I have seen Afrofuturism art, and I dig that so much.
I
want to get a piece for my house.
When I was a young girl, like I've always been obsessed with like fantasy, nonfiction, sci-fi, and when I found Octavia Butler, like
Octavia, oh my goodness, so yes,
I went nuts.
So oh girl, if you get me started on Octavia Butler, we won't stop. Like
the first thing I read by her was Parable of the Sower.
Same.
Yeah.
And then also, then I started getting to her short stories, and then I realized what a creep she was and what a freak she was, and I was like, oh, I even harder. And like, I've been in the Exogenesis series for 3 years just because I love it there. I've been done, but I just keep coming back. Like, I keep coming back. Ooh, and you know what I just started this year, and I finished, what was the name of that book? Oh, I can't think of it. Her name, the lead was a Nawu. And Dio were the lead characters. I can't remember the name of the book. It's a blank in my mind.
I can't remember.
I can't remember. But it's a part of a trilogy. I started another trilogy of her, and she just gets me every time.
Yeah, they made what's the name into a series on Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wasn't happy by that decision. I felt like if anything that's Octavia Butler that you could have did and you chose that, I was a little disappointed. Not to say that it's not it's not a good body of work, but it's just like she was so fucking freaky and crazy. Like her imagination was so wild and stuff. Like, and that's the one you chose to do. Okay, girl.
I mean, you know, it could have been like just like a conscious decision to like start light. You know, because it's Hulu, it's not HBO.
You're right. I just. You know, you're right. You got me there because I just was like, I'm like, this is where we starting. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I love her. I love
I
her.
love her though. But she's definitely Afrofuturism in my mind too. Like she falls into that genre of Afrofuturism for sure.
Let me ask you this: do you have any hard points installed in your home?
Any
Like, if you
what?
want to hard points, like so, if you want to practice at home, let's say rigging someone in suspension, like, do you
Oh,
have
do I do
that set up?
suspension? No, I
Yeah.
don't do suspension. I don't do suspension now.
Do you see yourself going in that direction, or are you just like, the lane that you're in with this, or did you want to be
Yeah,
suspended or anything like that?
I'm looking to take some classes on suspension um this year. I'm looking to take some classes on suspension this year just to see what it's looking like and what it feels like, and if it's something that it is definitely a part of my rigor goals is to be able to do suspension. That's a rigor goal for mine, but I know I'm not actively there right now in this moment.
Did you have an opinion on SZA's music video?
I loved it. It reminded me of FKA Twigs and the music video, because that was why I wanted to do Shibari, was because of FKA Twigs, her music video. I can't think of it either right now, but she had a music video where she was suspended by her hair, and
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
yeah, so I
was
saw
dope.
that. I was like, oh shit, but she's across the pond and she's a whole celebrity. So I was like, I want that, I love that, but I had no way to get anywhere in touch with that, And then a couple of years later, found somebody like a kink consultant that was like with a healing justice praxis that was functioning like in California.
You don't lose a finger.
And I was like, oh, I want to let me figure out this stuff, like that's how I started figuring it out. So it's through art that I even wanted to do it. So I was happy when she did it. I felt like, and I also I tie myself to SZA all the time. I use like her music all the time in my reels and stuff. I'm such a huge SZA fan. Such a huge fan.
That sounds like that's what her music is for, just tying yourself up.
It is. It actually is. Because I was
and have a soft cry.
So when I saw her doing it, I was like, oh yeah, I love this.
Yeah.
Happy.
I just was mesmerized. It was just
this.
like,
Is this sexy? I don't know. How about this? I got
I feel like you're gonna lose
over unders going
you definitely
through.
gonna lose a finger.
What?
How's your hand feel?
It feels like I got the Infinity Gauntlet on.
Oh.
Or like Ryu about to fight in Street Fighter.
Oh. So you're feeling kind of powerful?
I feel like I can smack somebody and be okay with it. If they try me. Does Wayne Brady have to smack a bitch? Like, I don't know.
Is that Asia?
Of course it's Aisha Bot. See, everyone know Aisha Bot. Refused to log in the YouTube to show her name.
I don't think the link's up anymore.
I know we live on YouTube. Yeah, we know it's you, damn it. Always late to the show. I don't know. I like this, but now I feel like I have to get this shit off me, and I don't know how. Well, safety kunai. Just
No.
I'm just playing. All right, I'll definitely get this off some way somehow. All right. So as of right now, you're in the Northeast area, right? So if folks want to see you
Midwest.
Midwest,
I'm
right?
in Buffalo, New York, all the way up in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, she in Buffalo.
Okay.
We're oldest of them. So up there, how is the community, the rigging community and rope bunny community up there?
It's very white. So like there are like people who practice, but they're like white. And then there's like the overall kink community.
See, I would have got into self-tying too. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So the overall kink community is like definitely intermixed. But like the closest dom to me, like person that I would like trust to do anything with is like in Rochester. And then like there's people in Toronto, New York City, Philly. Those are like the closer areas of like Black kinky people. So it's like it's a reach. So the goal that I always had when I started this was to build more awareness about kink and in the hopes of building like an actual community with like Black people here who I knew were kinky, because I'm like, I know I can't be the only one that does this and has these interests
Yeah,
here.
you ain't.
And I'm not. So now more and more people have been, booking me for things, doing things, working with different people, like in one-on-one in both one-on-one and public facing settings. So it's been nice. The community is growing now.
That's good. And
So
how are
how
you
do you
adjusting to
find
having that? Oh,
people?
I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead, Royal.
Oh, no, sorry. How do you find people to connect with? Like, how would I go about finding someone to partner up with and either
Where,
tie or have them, how do you connect with these
where,
people
where are you?
in Baltimore?
You in Baltimore? Oh, there's people there. But I started posting a lot on Instagram. Following people that I saw like were Black and kinky, and then they would share different people. I would start following those people. Like I just started building an online community, and excuse me, and then I found out through like my physical communities too, like through word of mouth or like talking to other people because they would see what I was posting. Excuse me, that they're like, oh, did you know such and such is into this or whatever? Like I'll find out through word of mouth too because I was posting people. Like, I didn't know he was into that, but now that I do, they start to tell you stuff. So that's what I found was like through posting, even like in-person interactions shifted, because then people would talk to me about like their experiences with it, or if they had any, if they had none, or they're curious. Like all of those conversations started opening when I started being more like open about that. But in Baltimore, in different places, like if there's like physical community already established, you can go to like different events or like expos or whatever, from like people who, like I said, like have platforms or whatever. They'll host events. They'll have different things where you can like go in person and meet people and see what it looks like and get a feel of like this is for you. And usually like when you do go in person to anything, or if you do engage with anybody like off screen, you're going to want to make sure that you have like met them in a public space and you've done some like vetting, some questioning of them, like some like getting some clarity around who they are, what they believe in and why they do this, and like even references of people they worked with in the past, so that you can get a better idea about like their history in this work. That's what I would also suggest. It's like that type of thing.
So yeah, there's a whole bunch of burlesque shows down there in Baltimore and the surrounding area, and
There was one just this last
some
weekend.
Black-owned sex clubs. Yeah, there's one this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw some images of that. It looked nice.
Yeah, I know of a couple of clubs. So I guess I can check them out. My social anxiety keeps me in the house, but I can try.
That's real. That's real. And
Mm-hmm.
also, like, having a friend, if you, like, have somebody that, like, you trust and is cool with, and they're also curious, can go with,
A brighter kinky tomorrow. Today.
A new kinky tomorrow. By being kinky today, we can have a new kink tomorrow.
There we go. Did you ever download FetLife, Royal? Because that's a good...
No, I didn't.
I don't use FetLife. I don't think so. FetLife is the same.
No, I don't think so.
No, I'm saying here. Well, at least in my vicinity, in my location, it's. Well, I told you what I'm dealing with, so it's.
Yeah, well, I'm in Philly, so the community in Philly is actually nice and inviting. But I can't speak for Baltimore. But if you want to at least poke around and see what folks are doing in your area and events, then you can go that route.
Yeah, because they will have events definitely on FetLife that you have. That
okay, I'll check it out then. See what that's about. I was worried about meeting like some weirdos. I really don't need that in my life.
My FetLife sitting there with dust and cobwebs on it, and a whole bunch of people in my DMs begging me to dom them.
Yeah, I'm not really. I'm okay.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it's kind of scary over there. I
unfortunately, I can't speak to it. That's why I found the Black-owned sex club that I'm a part of, and that community. It's dope. You know the stories I be telling. So,
like, if you can find us in there, you can.
Right.
It's good. It's just the finding the us part.
Yeah, that's this. That's it. I wish a community building was a lot easier in these types of spaces, but this is why we do podcasts and stuff like that. They get the word out.
Yeah, I like that, but I like that there's an effort that you have to put into to get into it. Like, it
Yes,
shouldn't
sir.
be easy because, like,
It shouldn't be easy at all.
the easier it is, the then scary people come in. You know, like you want to have a way in which it's like that's also what I love about kink is that, like I said, it was a way I learned intimacy with myself, but also a way of like where I've really learned and established what safety means for me.
Scary
Because, like
Asia.
you have the vetting process, you have negotiating
Thank
scenes,
you, Aisha.
like you have all of that. No, Fed life is scary, not adventurous. I'm an adventure time girl. Okay, come on, girls, let's grab your friends.
Adventure time.
Like I love adventure time. Fed life was scary, like juice scary, not fun.
You scary shit.
Yeah, not fun. But it's like when you building community and kink community is about building like safe practices and with like what I was talking about earlier about being ethical and trauma informed, all those things.
Mm.
So there should be like it should take some work. It should be a little harder. I don't always like things that are too easy to come, except money. I like money to come with ease. That's about the only thing. You know what I'm saying?
That
But like
actual coming.
it's worth it for me. It's worth the effort.
Yeah, I feel like anything that you have to build is still sacred, and gotta make sure it's still yours. It feels like it's still personal to you at the end of the day, and not just some type of fad and shit. So, kink is life. Kink is life at the end of the day.
Yes.
Kink is life.
Kink is life.
However, it helps you cope and aid in your growth and development. Kink will always be there for you.
It will. That's the fun part about it.
Sorry, I'm so trying to get this rope together. Other than that, when's the
big screen, Mister over there still playing with rope?
Hey, yeah, she got me into it now. I'm all invested. I got my ADHD. I gotta focus on
That's
one thing
also
at a
like
time.
it's such a good like to just play with. Like I just love to touch it.
Or a cat, like just.
Yeah, just like a cat almost.
I gotta just put it back up in a bundle. I have the hardest time doing that. Have that rope bundle with then tie it around.
Mm-hmm.
And once you get the hang of it, it's just you can do it with your eyes closed. It's just second nature.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be an effing cowboy with this thing. Just. So when's the next you said you're doing that series on Zoom, but when's your next in-person type of performance or demonstration?
March 24th, Topsy Curvy. We're having a performance. I'm part of the Topsy Curvy crew. It's a burlesque crew up here in Buffalo. So
March 24th. Isn't that con that weekend?
24th.
Isn't that con that's happening that weekend?
There's a con happening that weekend?
Well, there are. Maybe it's in Rochester.
No, that's gonna be happening during the day. This is gonna be happening at night.
No, I'm gonna be there for that.
I
think the village. What was the thing at the college campus?
Yeah, the Villa one, the VillaCon.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna bet I'll be there for that.
I'm also gonna pop up at VillaCon too. I'm gonna pop up at VillaCon too for sure. But we're that weekend. Yes, that weekend there will be a Topsy Curvy, and I'll be there. VillaCon.
Right. Go.
March 25th, Saturday. All right, I'm gonna be there.
That's it.
I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna come up a day early so I can catch the show.
And Topsy Curvy is at night. So
that's Saturday.
Yeah,
not Friday.
That's Saturday. So if you
I will be there.
Shibari, if you like burlesque and ass and titties and all that, big body black women. That's
like those things.
Girl, you had me at ass and titties and black women. Say less.
Y'all telling me that I wasn't supposed to be born on the West Coast? I should have been on the East Coast.
Don't play with me. You know I want to be over there. It's freezing over here. There's snow on the ground. We got snow.
Hey, we had a storm warning and power outages. There was snow.
Yeah, y'all got snow like for the first time in like 100 years.
No, it wasn't in LA, but it was in LA County. So people were like, it's snowed in LA. But I was like, no,
some type of Monica County. I don't forget. But I saw it. And I was like, oh, white folks are losing their fucking minds. They see snow. And
they don't get snow. Shit. Snow's not real for them.
Like,
was that weekend?
My mom is 77 miles north of Los Angeles, and it was snowing at her house. But it was not snowing here in Los Angeles.
So you're in LA directly, like right in LA?
Yeah, in LA. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's black kinky people out there.
Yeah, it's just finding
Tons.
and getting along with them.
Yeah, I was about to say I know.
The thing
it's not
about
like
Los
they're-
Angeles is, you have to understand about Los Angeles, and I understand this because I was born and raised here, is that like it's very much, I don't want to say just cloudy, but clout chasey. Like it's kind of like everybody's on a who knows who type of feel, like
Oh,
in
yeah.
every single circle. Like
Yeah.
every single circle. So it's like if you don't get along with those people, just don't even try to vibe with them. I'm very authentic. And as soon if I catch any hint of anybody who's fake, I'm just like, peace. Like I'm done with that. Like I don't. Yeah. So
Yeah.
even when my kink plays, sometimes I'll go out like far, like to like the Inland Empire or something. Like I don't really play with anybody in Los Angeles.
I got you. Okay.
And then I'll go out that far and find somebody who's like, yeah, I'm from LA too. I'm like, oh, really?
I know that I'm gonna be going to Vegas this year.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I love Vegas. That's a
So-
short drive.
Yeah, I was gonna say when I get there, I'll probably I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah, I already followed you on Instagram. I don't know what other socials that
I have Instagram. I have my Twitter. Ooh, it's very OnlyFansy. Okay.
But you know what? Listen,
it's only.
Hey, we'll put it out there.
My Twitter feed, my Twitter feed is used to it.
Bae-Chan Twitter feed.
I don't do it as
Not
much.
compare.
I do have an OnlyFans, and I was using my Twitter to promote it for a little bit, only for a little bit. But like, no, I feel like my OnlyFans is very PG compared to other people's OnlyFans.
But yeah, it's what's my I think my ad is like the Intergalactic Elftress or something like that on Twitter, something like that. I have to see because it's like I keep that so under the belt, but it's like if I'll share it because it's very nice. It's mostly just solo. I had a student submissive for a little bit last year, and I got like some stuff of that experience up, so that was cute. But yeah, it's the stuff that can't go on Instagram is on Twitter. That's on Twitter, and then I have.
Right. I'll use our page to follow you.
Have a really, really private, close friends list, and hope nobody try and snitch on you.
Did you want to put your handle out there, or you want to do that off?
I won't do that off.
Okay.
That's not for everybody. That's on the need to know. That's on a need to know basis.
Need to know.
But I am. But you can follow me on Instagram, and you can follow me on OnlyFans because I'm the Tantric Mystic 888 on OnlyFans.
There you go. So look at that. We all. I mean, I can't say my OnlyFans is super super dry because I haven't worked on it at all.
I'm about to start posting on my OnlyFans.
As of right now, all that's left is Cam. Get in on the OnlyFans, Cam.
It's kind of fun here. I mean, you can do whatever you want. Really, to an extent. I do just me stuff, so it's like.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people they get upset when they find that out. Like, it's just you. Yes, it's just me. I'm not splitting the profits.
And if I am, it's gonna be like again negotiated scenes. Like you can.
But it's me, her, and her.
There you go. I mean, what else you need?
To work with that, you're gonna have your eyes too busy. Like you don't worry. If you're not entertained with just me, then maybe this isn't for you. That's okay.
I'm down to learn though. I'm definitely going to sign up for the Zoom, and I'll definitely be there for VillainCon and to see you work in person.
That sounds so exciting. I'm so jealous right now.
Yeah.
Y'all be having all the fun over there.
I'm gonna come back and report, and we'll do another episode on what I saw.
I don't know if I'm coming back out there before BlurredCon, but I might.
Oh, hope you can make it out.
BlurredCon, yeah. That's happening in what, July? That's July.
Yeah, my BlurredCon and DreamCon in July. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Anime Expo.
Wait, what? That's in July?
Yeah. Well, July is always a packed con month because they have BlurredCon, DreamCon, Anime Expo, Comic Con, and a whole bunch of other smaller cons in different cities and stuff.
Summertime, crazy.
Yeah.
Just non-stop. Taking all the monies. All the monies.
All the But I'll for sure, more than likely be at both BlurredCon and DreamCons.
Cool. Okay.
It's
Nice.
the beginning of the month and the end of the month. And then Anime Expo is already in my city, so I might go.
Also, I didn't get a chance to open up the floor. People in the comments who are watching, if you have any questions, go ahead, post them out there. We'll get them visible so she can answer them for you.
Oh yeah.
If you got any questions about all the good Shibari-ness,
Anthony Price wants everybody to know his birthday coming. Okay.
give him a shout out.
I mean, cheers. My bad. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Anthony. I really just pulled a Cardi and said Price instead of Pierce.
It just kind of just
So funny.
I do some speaking exercise. I'm still scared to say her name.
Say it. Do it.
I gotta breathe. The
Yes.
trans.
Why you keep
the trans? Jesus Christ! I
keep putting a T.
I don't know. I'm special. Tantric
Just putting the
mystic.
R right after
Tantric
the first
mystic.
T. Like
Tantric mystic bought a mystic at the tantric store.
What? What are you doing?
I'm just making words that rhyme to make it say it like a speech thing.
Okay, you're doing that for you. That's for you.
Doing that for me. Like you never watched the Anchorman? It was like
Yeah.
before he went on air, he said all these crazy things. Yeah, I was trying to do that. Yes, I know. I'm fucking.
Price is actually my great grandmother. That's lit. See, now I don't feel like completely dumb for not being able to read.
Clearly, I can't speak. I can't say tantric mystic 3 times fast.
The tantric mystic.
The tantric mystic. All right.
Makes sense. So yeah, we're ready.
Kitty will cut you.
Question.
Oh yeah. So tantra is this understanding, this knowing of the sexual experience to be a part of like the somatic experience as well. And somatic meaning your mind, body, spirit, and all of that what shapes it. So like tantra is like the study of like the mysticism of the somatic and the self and sex and the sexual energy. So like being a student of that mysticism and the energy around it, and being aware of like that there is like an energy that can be harnessed from sexual interactions and sensual interactions, and how to like build and what it means to like build that practice, what that looks like, or what it means to like have tantric energy.
The best type of energy, in my opinion.
I love the energy exchange.
I don't know what it is. I don't know even how to explain it. I can't say it's woke, but it's awakening. It's awakening one's inner self with somebody else, and I don't know. I haven't really experienced anything better than that.
I just feel like
it's also like a deep.
I feel like it's an
Yeah.
body experience for me always. It's like I feel like it's a different me that I don't know.
Right. I be inside. I get goosebumps and shit. I'm like, oh shit, it's happening.
Yeah, that's
I know I can go there.
It's that deeper level, like going down a little bit deeper. Like taking it down, taking it a little bit more, making it a little bit deeper, deepening the experience. Yeah.
It's
and you get full body sensations. You get visual body sensations and so many things.
Y'all go ahead and touch yourself and find that out.
It's true.
Go exploring.
I'm about to get some rope.
We tell y'all this all the time.
I'm gonna practice the tie that she did today on this episode, and I'm gonna post it on my story once I get it right. And then tag Cardi. I'll be like,
tag me. There we go.
Like, this is how it's done.
Oh, Johnny help, of course. Party with Nakia. I ordered my toys. They're in the mail and they should be here soon. I'm so excited.
Who probably doesn't have rope that shit?
So what? I don't know. I should ask her. I wonder if she does have rope. But I got that thing that got sold out and it's like really hard to get. So she hooked me up.
That?
the rose
Oh, the one with the
rose
little,
petal with the thing.
Oh
Mm.
Good on you.
With the
I'm jealous.
the thing and it goes in the thing
With
and
the
and
like the
and it does the
leather.
thing.
The
Oh,
leather.
Royal, did you ever go to the thing?
No, I had another party to go to that same day, so I did not make it.
Oh,
Hmm.
I wonder
But
if I wonder if I
I
saw the
wanted to hear
picture.
the story.
yeah, I double booked myself, so I couldn't make it.
See,
Oh, I don't have a picture of it, but
decisions were made, choices had
Yeah,
to be
it's
chosen.
it
dope.
was a child's party too, and see my kids,
Oh,
Oh, not the child's party.
but I had to take the
I
kids.
would have dropped them kids off so quick. No, I'm
Oh
joking.
my god! I was like, I gotta hang out with some children all night. But I told them I would take them. I totally forgot, so I had to. I had to.
Yeah, can't
All
let the
right.
kids down.
Yeah, you can't let the kids down. Can't gotta do it for the kids.
Well, make sure you take some time out and do something for yourselves. Do something grown and sexy.
I do need to do that as well. I'll put that into my schedule somewhere.
As long as it gets done.
Sooner rather than later, because you deserve
Yes.
you time.
I'll pencil it in somewhere. It'll get there.
Right. What time is it? Oh snap. Anyone else have any other questions?
Yeah, they got quiet. Everybody was live when
I was
she
looking
was
for like
tying
the
herself
time.
up. Everybody was live.
That's what happens. The rope gets people going.
It gets people going. It gets them going.
I was going. I was like, dang, I wish I had.
Yeah, it gets people going. Like,
Well,
that starts March 8th. But
I just want to make sure I have the information for the class, right? So
hold on
it's
a second, girl. Hold on 1 second.
Oh yeah, Cardi put the class up on the screen.
yeah, I need to make sure I
Well, it was just a
have that.
website. I don't think it was an actual class.
No, I
Because
have.
I mean, but she put the website up on
link.
the screen.
okay,
Oh,
she's
she has a link.
gonna send it. Okay, that's what's most important to me right now.
Really, you need a private demo. You're just greedy.
Oh, if you have a flyer for the class, you could send that, or we could put it
Yeah,
up.
I actually do. That's why I'm pulling it up right now.
Yes. That
Because I have it a part of of course, my email.
because I was here on the website and I'm looking for it and I don't know if I'm clicking the right
You might
thing.
not be on the right website because I don't think they have a website. Like, would
Okay.
website?
No, okay. Because I looked it up and it was like, House of Black.
Yeah, because I do see a lot of House of Black things,
Is it
and I'm
the
like,
one
I don't
that's on your
know.
Did I
Instagram?
not grab the right one?
Yeah, you might not have the right one. Here, hold on 1 second.
Well,
Yeah.
ignore that, guys. I'm gonna get the right one. I don't want to mess up.
No, I'll pull it up. Don't worry.
She
Gmail.
said, I got this. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry. You don't have to. You don't have to try to figure it out. I'll let you know. Yeah, that's. I know that they're like to get in part of the collective. Like they have a. What is that? You just follow the link like on their profile. So that's I'm like I don't believe it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that begins. What you said you wanted just the date or you wanted the link for it?
I would like the link. I want to sign up and all of that.
Yeah, same here.
I really feel like we should all do it together and then
Yeah,
not give nothing away, but talk about our experience.
Yeah, and then you know what? We can probably do a
Oh, yeah.
live demonstration at BlurCon with the knowledge that we learned.
Oh, also, I do want to be at BlurCon. I want to do a panel at BlurCon. But
Ooh,
Oh, you can jump on with us. We in there.
because
I would definitely
can I
show
tell
up
you
for
guys
your panel.
can I tell you guys my fantasy for like my fantasy cosplay for BlurCon?
what? Tell us.
Okay.
It's Blade. I want to do Blade. I want to do a Blade cosplay.
Really?
I
I'm
love
with
it.
it.
And then like
That'd be
instead
so
of guns,
dope.
just have like my kink tools that I could just pull out, like my whip, like pacha.
Heck yeah.
I'm with it.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be so dope.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. But we'll see. We'll see. Here we go, guys.
We
Are you ready?
went to BlurredCon and we had a choking demonstration.
You said a choking demonstration?
Yeah, because a lot of people don't properly know how to choke.
No, they
Yeah.
don't. Actually, they don't, because that's how people die.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, I hate that that's a reality, but like people die that way because somebody didn't know how to properly choke them.
Yeah, no. Autophyliaxation or something. Like
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Autophilia.
Okay, what are the
All right,
do's
so
and
here's
don'ts of tying someone up? That's
What's
something I
that?
can ask in class. I was reading a question. What are the do's and don'ts of tying someone up? Or is this something I can ask in class? I'm sure you can still ask in class, but definitely consent.
All right, here I'm going. Yes, consent. You cannot do enough without consent. All right, I'm right back. Okay, how do I get to the comments? Here I go. I'm putting this in the chat, guys. I finally got it.
Okay, I can grab it from there.
Done. Okay, there we go. Because you got to get vetted before you can get in the class, guys.
Okay.
That's the form that you need to get signed up for that. So yeah, that's also like you're not gonna find that like just online. They have a link tree. They have a link tree, and then that's how you get the links.
Go ahead.
And how's the vetting process? Is it just all the
it's
information on there? Okay.
It's a job form. Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm gonna throw that in the comments.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. But yeah. Just the thing on time though. Like at 10 o'clock, I'm done with the world.
Yeah, we actually went over actually, but we're not gonna hold you hostage. But please follow her. You see her Instagram right there.
Yes, at the Tantric Mystic on Instagram, and at the Tantric Mystic 888 on OnlyFans.
888. Don't forget the 888 part.
Mm-hmm.
Or you might get someone totally different.
Completely different.
You don't want that.
Not even black.
What is that? Well, yeah, because did you do all the things? Did you do all the things? But thank you guys so much for having me, and like I do want to like do more with you. I hope I can like talk to you guys again, in whatever capacity. But yeah, thank you for having me on, and shout out to Otis.
Thanks for being us. Yes, thank you for coming through. Thanks for
Thanks
Otis for
coming
putting us on you. And next time you come on, you can maybe do some more demonstrations. Hopefully, I'll be a better person, and I'll make sure everyone has some rope.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
do that for everybody.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have my ropes. I need to have ropes for the class, so I'm gonna have some ropes.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have rope ready for the class. I'm gonna go order some.
I'm trying to decide to do it.
Get you some now. Get you some now. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, then, what? Let's do our taglines, and we can get up out of here and go about our night because light falls off our destiny, and I'm gonna be up for the next 8, 9, 10 hours playing that. So don't forget, Bae-Chan After Dark. Oh, before we go, the poll, because I keep forgetting about the goddamn poll I do every time.
Was the poll even finished?
It definitely should be. Let's see. 33 minutes left of the poll, but it's pretty much a wrap. So, poll question for the week. Of course, when we hold responsibly, and we want to know what's home responsibly body count looking like to you. So, we have between 25 and 50 partners. We have 50 through 75, 75 through 100, and 100 over. So, folks voted. And we have 25% between 25 and 50, 50 to 75, 13%, 75 to 100, 13%, and plus Ultra Club over 100, we have 50%.
Wow.
So folks are out there.
All right now.
Going responsibly. Hopefully, with those many partners, you learn experience and you carry that on to the next person, and you're doing everything right. So. Shout out to the folks who had the 100 Club.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Hope you guys
All
can
right.
do something.
Right, and of course the new poll will be out tomorrow, and definitely check out all the crazy ass content we have on our Twitter page because it's fucking sexy and hot. Boom, Royal Gymnast.
You can follow me at Thy Royal Gymnast on all platforms, including OnlyFans, or as I like to call it, Only Toes.
Holy toes!
But yeah, that's where you can find me
So
everything.
the Royal Gymnast is also the OnlyFans
Yes, yeah,
tag. Okay,
it's everything. It's yeah.
boom.
Actually, no, is it Thy Royal or is it Thy Royal Tootsies? It might be Thy Royal Tootsies. I gotta check on
That would
that.
be a better name. I like Tootsies.
I gotta check on that and see. It might be Thy Royal Tootsies. I might have changed it up just for the OnlyFans. There's nothing on there yet, so don't worry. Next week I'll have a name for you with all the content and all that good stuff.
There you go. Put some thumbnails on the Twitter page. All
Yeah, I
them
got
people
you.
follow and flock to you. All right, la la.
Oh, it's me time. Once again, it's your girl Lala. So random. Don't forget the Z. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. You name it. Basically, if the name's not there, neither am I. You can catch me here every Tuesday on Bae-Chan After Dark. You can catch me on every Friday on the Honey and Cocoa podcast, and Saturdays and Thursdays you can find me on the Blur Cartel.
She a busy woman. She working.
Working hard.
I would try.
All right, Cam, go ahead.
And speaking of the Blur Cartel,
That's right.
You know, they see it down below.
Say down below.
really?
They see it down below.
He rests to go, y'all. He rests to go.
You know why I'm
That'll
here.
work. You know why I'm here. All right. Of course, the Cardi Experience. Follow me on Instagram. There we go, and also Twitch. So follow your boy. I've been putting some fire content on Instagram lately. I'm just waiting for the algorithm to get blackified to put some posts on there to get my numbers up. But that shit be having me cracking the fuck up lately. So check it out and laugh with me. All right,
You should
guys.
just keep retweeting the Bae-Chan page on your own page.
I probably should do that too. But the shit's on the Bae-Chan. I really can't say. There's so much raw shit on there. But other than that, guys, remember, we'll same time, same place next week, Tuesday, 8:00 ish. And remember, if you're gonna hold responsibly. All right, guys. Consent.
Bye.
Bye.